Hello, everyone. This video takes the S7 communication of Huceen H7-1200 and Huceen E7-200SMART as an example, to introduce the usage of S7 communication. Here, H7-1200 acts as the client or local station, with the IP address set to 192.168.0.10. And E7-200SMART acts as the server or remote station, with the IP address set to 192.168.0.216. The functions to be achieved are: the data from VB10 in E7-200SMART is transmitted to QB0 in H7-1200, and the data from MB10 in H7-1200 is transmitted to QB0 in E7-200SMART. Step 1. Configure H7-1200 PLC. Open the programming software. Add a S7-1200 controller. Select CPU 1215C DC RLY as the CPU model. The order number is 6ES7-2151HG310XP0. Then in the Profinet interface option of the CPU properties, add a subnet of PN or IE, and set the IP address of the CPU to 192.168.0.10. In the System and Clock Memory option, check the Enable the use of System Memory Byte and Enable the use of Clock Memory Byte options. Use the 2-bit memories MB1 and MB0 respectively. Step 2. Create a new DB block, and name this DB block as S7 Connect Data. Then open this DB block. In this DB block, establish two variables of byte data type, namely put underline data and get underline data. Step 1. Call the put instruction in OB1. In the Instruction tab under the Communication tab, find the S7 Communication tab. Select the put instruction and drag it to the programming area of OB1, and establish the corresponding background data block in the pop-up Background Block dialog box. Step 2. Configure the put operation. Click the Start Configuration button on the right upper corner of the put instruction to enter the configuration page. First, configure connection parameter. In the Partner field, select Unspecified. Next, fill in the IP address in the IP address field with 192.168.0.216 of E7-200SMART. Finally, check Active Connection Establishment on the H7-1200 side. Step 3. Configure block parameters. Click Block Parameter. Configure the relevant content of the block parameters. In the Start Request REQ field, select clock _1 Hz, indicating that the data is read and written once per second. In the right area ADDR_1 field, select db1.dbx0.0 with a length of 1 and data type of byte, indicating that the H7-1200 writes the data to the db1.dbb0 byte of E7-200SMART, where db1 corresponds to the V memory of E7-200SMART. So this address corresponds to VB0 in E7-200SMART. In the Send area SD_1 field, select the put data variable established in S7 Connect Data, and do not make any selections for length and data type. The remaining parameters can be filled in as needed, or not filled at all. Step 1. Call the GET instruction in OB1. In the Communication tab under the Instruction tab, find the S7 Communication tab. Select the GET instruction and drag it to the programming area of OB1. In the pop-up background block dialog box, establish the corresponding background data block for it. Step 2. Configure the GET operation. Click the Start Configuration button on the upper right corner of the GET instruction to enter the configuration page. First, configure connection parameter. In the Partner field, select Unspecified. Secondly, enter the IP address of E7-200SMART as 192.168.0.216 at the IP address field. Finally, check Active Connection Establishment on the H7-1200 side. Step 3. Configuration Block Parameters. Click Block Parameter. The relevant content of the configuration block parameters. Select Clock _1 Hz at Start Request REQ. This indicates reading and writing data once per second. Select dB1.dbx10.0 at Read Area ADDR_1. The length is 1. The data type is byte. This means that H7-1200 reads the data into the dB1.dbb10 bytes of E7-200 SMART, where dB1 corresponds to the V memory in E7-200 SMART. So this address corresponds to VB10 in E7-200 SMART. Select the GET_data variable established in S7 Connect Data at Store Area RD_1. Do not make any selections for length and data type. The remaining parameters can be filled in as needed, or not filled at all. In the S7 Connect block of H7-1200. Use the Move instruction to copy the data from MB10 to S7 Connect data. Put _data. And then copy the data from S7 Connect data. Get _data to QB0. Call the S7 connection block in OB1 and allocate the corresponding background dB. 2. In the main program of E7-200 SMART, use the Move instruction to copy the data from VB0 to QB0. In the connection options of S7, uncheck the selection of Cymatic ACC. If it is not unchecked, communication cannot be established. The specific operation steps are as follows. 1. Enter the Network View option. In the Network View option, click on the network data on the right side, and enter the Connections option in the expanded page. 2. Under the connection, you can see the newly established S7 connection. Select the connection and expand the Properties option. In the General attribute under Address Details, you can see that Cymatic ACC is checked. 3. Uncheck Cymatic ACC and change Connection Resolution, hex, above to 10. Download the programs to the corresponding CPUs respectively. Then monitor the program to observe the changes in the data. It can be found that by changing the data of MB10 in the H7-1200 PLC, the data of QB0 in the E7-200 SMART also changes accordingly. Modify the data of VB10 in the E7-200 SMART. The data of QB0 on the H7-1200 side also changes accordingly. The above is the introduction to the S7 communication application of Huceen H7-1200 and Huceen E7-200SMART. Thank you all for watching.